Hi guys, thanks for checking the video out. Steve Buzza here, and what a week of golf, or what a weekend slash Monday's worth of golf we have just had. So congratulations Justin Rose, getting to world #1. Definitely deserves it. He's a great guy. He's shown consistency, and what I like about Justin is I think he's a man of the people. You can copy him. He has changed his game, he has improved his game, and he's worked hard. He wasn't the longest, but now he's actually hitting it longer than when he first came out on tour. He is somebody that works really hard. No disrespect to Dustin Johnson, and I'm not saying that he doesn't work hard, but I think he's a hard guy to copy because of his physical attributes. I always feel with Justin Rose, like I said, he's a strong guy because he's worked hard at it, worked hard at his game. Good on you, Team Rose. Really pleased for you. Little bit of a shame, however, though, that he didn't get the win. So the BMW Championships, he played great for the first 3 days. He was a bit sluggish, that front nine. Understandably, sitting on a lead, you want to get out there yesterday, and you're umming and ahhing. You're not sure if you've already won because it might be cut to 54 holes. He was a little sluggish. However, he then picked it up in the back nine, like good players do, what champions do. He stuck in there, made a couple of clutch birdies, and then 18, he just didn't hit the best of iron shots, and it was a shame. I do feel that it was the iron shot that cost him. The pitch wasn't great. Putt was fantastic. The putt sums up why golf is just not your friend. It should have been the perfect moment for him to hold like a 20-footer under the pressure to become world #1. Golf doesn't work like that. It lips out, and then unfortunately he doesn't do one in the playoff. But yeah, it tarnishes it a little bit, but on the grand scheme of things, what he's done, not just the last year, over an extensive period of time, deserved #1. Also great to see Keenan Bradley back and actually win. He's really struggled since they've changed that anchoring rule. A rule, if you've seen the videos before, I do not think it should have been changed. I think it should have been left the way it was. The changes that they've made, he's now anchoring against his arm. I think it's hurt a couple players on tour, and it's nice to see Webb Simpson at the Players. He did well. He's found a solution. It's nice to see Keenan Bradley has started to find a solution as well. So really nice to see him win. Now let's jump over to Europe, and Matt Fitzpatrick defends in Switzerland. Really good defense. Here's a question for you. If the European Ryder Cup team had done the same format as the Americans, as in 3 picks and then 1 a week later, do you pick him? He was just out of the qualifications. He did well the week before. To play devil's advocate, I think it's hard to leave him out. But they picked the team, so when you pick the team, you pick your team. I'm pleased this week that Sergio has confirmed he's playing in Portugal. So I was a little worried that he wouldn't play before the Ryder Cup. Wouldn't surprise me one bit if he does really well there, if not wins it. There's my prediction now. And then that will shut the lot of us up for saying he didn't deserve a pick. Paul Casey's pulled out injured. Hopefully not a bad injury, and hopefully it was the waiting around that's kind of flared it up. He did pull out at the beginning of the season. I think it was before the Players. He was only out for a couple of weeks. So hopefully he will be at Eastlake for the Tour Championships and there won't be an issue. I don't know what the ruling is if a wild card has to pull out through injury. I don't think that's happened before, so I don't know what happens there. But and then the other one, Tony Finau has been picked for the Ryder Cup team, for the USA team. So now we have a full roster. All 24 players are confirmed. No surprises there. I think he's played great this year. Keenan Bradley, you could argue, could be worthy just because he is so passionate about it, but you can't do it off one performance. Phenom has done well in the majors, and he has done well in every FedEx Cup event. So I don't think Jim Furyk really had a hard job picking the 4 he did. There were I don't think he's left anybody out that he would have necessarily really desperately wanted. I think the picks were all natural. The European team, however, like Bjorn has got a little bit of slack on social media, but I think it was a far harder pick. You know, you could have picked a ton of other people for a ton of different reasons. And you know, I'm adding Matt Fitzpatrick in now. You know, I've got hindsight on me because I've seen it the following week. You know, it's tough. He's now picked the team. I went through the world rankings just because Justin Rose obviously did so well, and you know, the teams are split really nice. You know, I don't feel that it's going to be a USA walkover. I think it's going to be a tough competition, and a tough competition means really good viewing for people at home and for people that actually make their way to Paris. So yeah, it's been a good week for golf. Come on, Justin Rose. I know you didn't get it done this week, but on the grand scheme of things, like I say, world #1 is an awesome achievement, and the way you're playing, why not just win it next week? Get some comments down below. Are you somebody that is now that we've got the full Ryder Cup lineup, are you happy with all the players? Would you sub anybody out if you could? Certainly thinking about Matt Fitzpatrick after just making his win. Would you change it, or would you just say a one-off win isn't enough, you know, and you're happy with the people that are in the roster? Hope to catch you soon.